Hey guys, Hot Rod 08 here, and today we are going to go through exactly how to go through the laning phase playing as Rakan. So this is a good game in order to go over the laning phase with Rakan, as we are probably going to be at a disadvantage with it being Misfortune and me versus Caitlyn and Bard, especially with Misfortune's flash down because we just got 5-man ganked and we just got a person dead, so that's great. But as I said, it's going to be a good matchup because Caitlyn and Bard is going to be having more of a damage output than we have. But we still have a chance to win the laning phase. Finally, I normally go W first, but I went Q this time first, just because Bard is going to be trying to poke me down, and at least with my Q, I'll have a little bit of harass to be able to give back to him. If you're against like a melee matchup, like against Leona or Taric, I would still definitely suggest going that W first. So our point at the moment is going to be trying to help push the lane first, get our level 2. If we can get level 2 before them, we can very well possibly go in and do a level 2 thing. It looks like we're actually going to be able to. Missed it. Concept was there. She can get out. This would be a winning trade. And I say it would be a winning trade here because it's much better to have an AD carry with higher health and your support being on lower health than the other way around, because the AD carry doesn't have as easy of a way in order to heal themselves back up as the supports do, because they usually have 3 health pots, whereas the AD carry only had 1. So Misfortune right here stayed just a little bit too long because she ended up getting poked down by Bard and Caitlyn. If she would have just backed out, she would have had much higher health advantage to Caitlyn than she does currently. So Xin Zhao is top, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm going to go over there and make sure Caitlyn can't get any damage on Misfortune. The point of this laning phase isn't for us to win. It's to be able to scale better than they can, because I'm going to scale better than a Bard can, and Misfortune and Caitlyn can go about even with each other. So we don't need to win this laning phase. We just need to make sure that their CS scores are going to stay this relatively same. And what Misfortune's behind 3, but look at all the creep that's here. And Bard is missing. There he is. That was a little too aggressive for me. He came back right when I tried WN, but why I tried to WN there is because he's wandering, and it could have been a 2v1 if that went just a little bit better. Ooh, she's still taking some decent damage though. A quick tip for Rakan in the laning phase is to always be looking for those opportunities to be hitting your Qs on the enemy champions. I max Q personally first, so it does a pretty good amount of damage, and its cooldown is getting reduced, so you're doing good harass damage in the laning phase, as well as being able to heal your ally and yourself up and keep your sustain going. Since we're getting pushed in, and I haven't seen Xin Zhao for a little bit, we're going to place that ward in the tri-bush. Make sure we're not going to get flamed, especially if Rek'Sai decides to try to do something here with us. So we're watching, seeing if we can get a good point. This is kind of risky though, so I'm really being hesitant. So even though this gank wasn't fully successful, we were still able to get the flash out Bard, and they're both still pretty low on health themselves, especially Bard, and their health bars match about as much as Misfortune and mine does. So it's still a good trade for us, and as long as we're not feeding at this point, and as long as we're keeping even, we are winning this laning phase. So you can see here, I'm keeping with a line with Misfortune. I'm trying to stay at her hip so that if she has any issues, I'm going to be right there to help her. You don't want to be staying too far away from her. You want to keep the pressure together. And if she starts getting harassed, I can be right there on her hip to help her as well. So I personally have taken more harass than Caitlyn and Bard have overall. He's finally used all his potions, so it's a little more even. But you can see too, I haven't died yet. Miss Fortune hasn't died yet, and she's actually up for CS. And as long as we don't get hit, I think they're actually gone too. As long as we can get back to base, buy our items, we'll actually be in a pretty good position at the moment. Now I'm going to get what I personally get, which is my Nomad's Medallion, my Dark Seal, Control Ward, and a couple health pots, and that is going to absolutely keep my staying up with the health pots. That Dark Seal is going to really help with the early AP, and I should be able to be just a little bit more of a lane bully now. Now, since we keep getting pushed in, and we don't exactly have the most pressure to keep my Control Ward alive, I'm going to still put my Trinket Ward down there as opposed to my Control Ward, because we're still getting pushed in, and we don't really need that much extra vision, so I'm going to save on to my Control Ward for the time being, just in case I need it for later, and they won't have a chance to kill it early if we keep getting pushed in. Ooh, I'm gonna go in because... No, I'm not gonna take that path, but he's not level 6 yet. And we had a pretty good... What are you doing? Wow, I just screwed up with that minion in front. So this is gonna be a tricky... Ooh, yeah! Oh, so close. I went in initially because Bard was still level 5 and we both had our level 6s, so we had an advantage from the beginning, even though Miss Fortune herself was a little bit behind me, so there was kind of a distance between us. But she was able to catch up. She was also able to use her ultimate on both of them for a while, which did a lot of damage. And that was a really good trade for us, even though we originally had the disadvantage for the overall laning phase. From that, we're already got ourselves a pretty decent lead. I've already got 52 ability power at this early in the game, which for Rakan, that's what, 36 extra healing on the Q, extra 42 shield for both uses, so a total of 84 extra shield per cast, and then my passive is an extra 47 at the moment, so between the extra ability power we're getting, it's going pretty well for us at this time. Since we've got more lane dominance now, I will place that Control Ward, because I know that we're going to be able to push more at this point, since we did get those early kills and we have some kill pressure. I missed that flash ult, but we'll still be able to get through that. We still have pressure. They're still pretty low at the moment. And he's ganking, which I don't know what I'm going to be able to do for him. But we've still got the pressure in the lane. I don't know what they're doing. I guess I'm going to push the lane up in order to save them, because I can't run under that. I mean, good job, Echo, but I can't help there. And that is going to be a really fast laning phase for us, but as you can see, we've already got our tower. We're in a losing matchup from the beginning, but we were able to get out of it, and we are set to go for the mid and late game. So now at this point, we're just going to get out of the laning phase. I've already got my boots of mobility to get around faster, and we're going to start pushing some objectives. But that will be it for this video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Thanks much. Bye.